You can't meet him today.
अरे अंग्रेजी को मारो गोली और हिंदी में समझो.
Hello and welcome to Talk Free with AM and PM. Today we have such an interesting topic, English. Is English everything? People who are fluent in English are accepted everywhere, and those who are not are mocked.
And mocked by whom? You and me. We are responsible for it. English is a medium of language. If you don't know this language, you know other languages.
Not only in language, but we can relate to so many other things and places. For example, our eating habits. Bread has replaced rotis. Cornflakes has replaced aloo paratha and kadak chai. Hi, green tea ने जगह ले लिया और इंडियन मिठाई के जगह पर पेस्ट्रीज.
When people go for interviews, the first thing they notice is how well you can converse in English. Intelligence कितना ही अच्छा क्यों ना हो, अगर English नहीं आती है, तो आपको job नहीं मिलती है.
No, for a matter of fact, so many well established and old popular schools, even their authorities check how fluent the parents are in English. यार admission बच्चे को देना है कि parents को? And they will judge a 3 to 4-year-old child on his language, communication, and it has to be in English. This should not be encouraged.
जॉब और स्कूल को छोड़ो, अगर दोस्तों के बीच में बैठे हैं और बोल दे कि इंग्लिश नहीं आती है या फिर गलत इंग्लिश में बात कर ले, सब लोग हंस हंस कर आपको मार ही देते हैं या सिर्फ गलतियां ही निकालते रहते हैं. Like it's irritating. You will be shocked to know this. English is one of the official languages in our country, and we are the second largest English speaking country, only after the United States. Ironically, we have left the English people behind in this.
And well, to discuss the issue here, we have an English professor with us. Here we are welcoming Dr. Chakravarti Janki Narayan Srimali. He is an assistant professor in English at Government Engineering College, Bikaner, and he has been working in the field of education for more than 18 years. Dr. Srimali has written 14 books till date, both in Hindi and English. He imparts training to students, corporate world, and faculty members of both school and college level. He has done his PhD on Arun Joshi's novels and compared psychological and social concepts of Eastern philosophy and fairly established their superiority over Western school of thought. He's especially influenced by Swami Vivekananda and has written 3 books on him and his disciples. He's a certified trainer with Government of Rajasthan and has trained more than 25,000 government employees. He's also a motivational speaker and has addressed more than 4 lakh people till date. His areas of expertise are personality development, time management, art of teaching, art of parenting, stress management, interpersonal relations, gender issues, etc. Wow, so what an impressive profile. We welcome you to Talk Free.
It's a pleasure to have you on Talk Free, sir. A lovely introduction by an English teacher of an English teacher. So, coming straight to the first question. Sir, why is it that people run so much after English language? Like it's a mere language. It can't and shouldn't decide someone's fate and ability.
Right. Like this is a very normal question which comes in everyone's mind. And we just need to go a little deep into it. And that is, we need to understand that this language, which is so prevalent in today's world, everywhere people are just running after this one. You see, the language is merely 500 years old. It is just 500 years old, and it was a language of nomads. It was a language of gypsies. At times, it just got developed. The basic reason of this language getting so much of importance is that this language prevailed in the whole world with the rulers. Rulers, the people have to understand the language of rulers. And that's why it prevailed everywhere. Then we can talk about the pros as well as the cons. The reason this language prevailed everywhere is because this language is very simple. When you go with the flow, this is a very simple language to adapt. This is a very simple language to learn. As we always say, there are only 36 letters, and you go with them. And especially when we talk about people who do not have that grammatical background, then people really get confused. And in this one, there are certain things. One more very important thing which we need to understand: if on any day you look towards this language and you see that this is the most flexible language available on this planet. It has words of more than 50 languages. 50 languages. The words of 50 languages are incorporated in this language. Just for a small example, you go and open the dictionary and go to the last word, the Z, and you see the word zamindar there.
Okay.
Now we see the word zamindar.
Zamindar, we have done it in Hindi.
Yeah, exactly. And we have seen the words like khichdi is there.
Which is also an English word now?
It is included. It is not
Included.
a word of English,
Okay.
but it is included. So this language has this very wonderful quality of being so flexible that it contains words from everywhere. Like I might start sounding like I'm taking a class, but I'll just give you an example that the basic roots of every word in English, you are going to find their roots in Greek and Latin. As we talk about one thing, that is, if we talk about like in today's time, the pandemic time, we are talking much about doctors. So you talk about a cardiologist. Now, cardiac means heart, and a logist is someone who is an expert. So a cardiologist.
Okay.
Then gynae means woman, and logist is someone who is an expert.
Okay.
Language, right? So this language has this special quality of flexibility of every region where it has reached, every country, every continent where it has reached. It has always welcomed the words with open hands, and that is why it has prevailed so much. This is how the language has gained its extension, and that is why it has possessed people's mind. That's why people are obsessed with it, want to go, because they feel that kind of freedom with this language.
Well, sir, in our daily lives, we have gotten accustomed to English way of living, and some of them are really hilarious. So would you please share a few examples or incidents where English thing went over the top?
Right. I'll just divide this question in two parts, and we'll just try to tell our viewers about one very important thing. And that is we need to, like, there are hundreds of hilarious incidents we have, but I'll just take you people towards one very important event which took place due to this one in my own life, and which just changed the whole way of mine in looking towards the people who do not know English, who are not able to speak English properly, or who do not have that so-called English thing in them. It is, I was in the beginning of my career, long back, and I was teaching in my college. So there came the new batch of students, and basically we had students from rural background, and those students came to us. I had a language lab where we were supposed to teach them how to speak, what are the basics, the etiquettes, manners, mannerism, sophistication, all these things were to be taught. So it was a first class. The students came, they sat there, and as the introduction part started, I started to speak. I told them regarding the language lab and what all things we are going to include in the days to come, and how we are supposed to teach them and what they are supposed to teach. And all this was, I was just talking to them for the first time, but I was, as I was having the habit of, I kept on speaking in English for almost 15-20 minutes. Then came the time, so to just make them aware about how the things are going to work in the language lab, I just put a cassette. At that time, we were having cassettes, those tape recorders and all.
Tape recorders, yes.
So I just asked them, and I asked them to put their headphones on. So they put the headphones on, and I just instructed them that I am going to play an incident of a person who is going to go to a railway station and is going to talk to the reservation counter clerk, and how they both are going to just interact with each other. This is, you need to understand. Later on, we'll talk about how to go to a bank, or how to go to a restaurant, something like this we are going to. So I just played that cassette. They kept on listening. That was a talk of almost 15 minutes. So 15-20 minutes I spoke. Then for 15 minutes they listened to that one. They were just very focused, sincere students listening to it. And I thought, okay, now it's going good. Fine. So as it got over, and I asked them to remove their headphones, they did. And then I just asked them a question. Okay, so how was it, and how you liked it and understood? Just give me the feedback. As you know, feedback is the basis of all teaching. You must take the feedback. So I just asked them. So they just started to look towards each other. Nobody was speaking. Speak, say something. I'm not going to get angry. Generally, they feel like you're
scared.
Yes.
So they thought he's going to get angry or something like this. I don't. Finally, they just exchanged glances, and finally, one person, a boy, raised his hand, and he said, "I said yes, okay, speak." So he stood up, but he could not speak anything. So I just tried to give him some, because it was first time. I understand people don't get like enough courage to speak. So I said, speak. And he said, sir, if I टोटी फूटी अंग्रेजी में उसने कहा, सर मैं हिंदी में बोल दूं तो आप नाराज नहीं होंगे. And I said, dear, this is a class of English and you are supposed to speak English, so you should. But if you are feeling too much of hesitation, so speak, say. And you see, I really like, still I feel the pain inside. It is almost 15 years back the incident took place. And what he said was, he was a boy from a rural background, easy enough, naive, innocent. And the thing which he said just pierced my heart. And he said, sir, सुन के अच्छा लगा, पर आज जिंदगी में पहली बार इतनी अंग्रेजी सुनी। आज जिंदगी में पहली बार इतनी अंग्रेजी सुनी है। And you see, it was like an atom bomb fell on my head. I thought like I started just giving them the sermon. I just started to teach them. I didn't try to know what their level is, where from they are coming, will they be able to just get it or not. And I just did that. Might sound very peculiar, funny that उन्होंने कहा कि हमने तो कभी इतनी अंग्रेजी जिंदगी में एक कभी नहीं सुनी, 30 मिनट अंग्रेजी सुनी भी नहीं कभी, मैंने न्यूज भी नहीं देखी होगी कभी, उन्होंने कोई शो भी नहीं देखा होगा, कुछ भी नहीं देखा था उन्होंने, और मैंने उनको कह दिया, एंड आई रियलाइज दैट इट वाज अ बिग मिस्टेक. एंड दिस इज फ्रॉम वेयर द थिंग्स स्टार्टेड टू चेंज इन माय लाइफ आल्सो. मुझे अपना टीचिंग टेक्निक, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ ऐसा माना जाता है कि someone who can speak English very fast, very fluent is someone who has a great command over it. But I understood that, like, my command is not that I can speak English very well. My accomplishment will be that my students can speak. They can understand. If they can do it, mera bolna, it hardly matters. I have given 30 years of my life to this thing only. So if I speak, it is nothing special. But if they can speak, then that is something which can make me proud. And when you talk about this one, that you need to have this, we say the ambience. The ambience make the thing. The ambience is very needed. Once I went to Jodhpur, and there I was in a temple. So that was a famous temple of Jodhpur that is called the Temple of Devi Chamunda. And there, so many foreigners come there, but because of the customs of that place, foreigners cannot enter that place, that temple. So they were just looking at it, and one person, he just saw me and he thought so he just asked me. I was a student at that time, so he just asked me, "Whose temple is this?" Very simple question. Whose temple is this? This is what he asked. I was a student, and obviously I was a student of English, but I was having no atmosphere. I was having no one with whom I can interact in English. So it just went on. I started explaining him regarding the temple, the architecture, the history, but he kept on insisting on one thing, and that is whose temple it is. And I said it is temple of Devi Chamunda. Now he was not able to understand. So I kept on describing, almost told everything regarding the history of Rajasthan and Jodhpur and everything. I told them, but I was not able to give him that precise answer. Whose temple is this? Because I was missing one word. I was not getting that one word. That was Devi. I was not getting the word. So I just talked to them for 10-15 minutes and I just described everything. They were very patient people. They listened to me, everything. And just afterwards, they shook hands with me and said, "Okay, fine, we'll move." And I said, "Okay." The moment they just walked 2, 3, 5 steps, and I also walked back, and struck in my mind that I forgot to tell them, like I was not getting it. And I got that, and I went and I said, "One thing I just forgot to tell you." And they said, "What?" I said, "This is temple of goddess Chamunda." And they said, "Okay, it is temple of goddess Chamunda." You see, I described everything. I explained in detail, but only one little word was missing. And that one word just made the whole thing obscure, unclear. Things become like this. One word holds this much of importance. When we communicate, when we talk to people, we need to understand that because we people are not able to speak, it is because we are not having the ambience. We are not having the atmosphere. We are not having the environment. The moment we are going to have the environment, this hitch this awe of English is just going to get removed. It is not going to last for long. People just are scared of it because they have not practiced it.
I remember, sir, when we were in school, it was compulsory for us to speak English in school, even during recess. But at home, the environment was completely different. We used to speak in Hindi. But today's kids, they speak in English even at homes. So their clarity, their fluency is far much better than what we had when we were kids. Probably because of the ambience, the environment.
Exactly, exactly. This is what it is because you see, like if I give my example, I though did it quite late. So at that time, I was not having people with whom English to chhodiye, with whom I can speak in Hindi. We were
Okay.
having Marwari everywhere.
Marwari.
So Marwari was being spoken, and there was no one with whom I can even speak in Hindi. It was there. What you have pointed out, Preeti, that is very important, and that is that these kids are having so much of exposure everywhere. You see, they watch so much of YouTube, and everywhere they are having their these cartoon characters and everything. They are speaking in English. Teachers are speaking in English. Books are completely in English. And now new generation mothers, they also know and they give instructions in English. Don't do this. The no is the prominent factor. So they have, and obviously, as much you will have this habit of being in the environment, your frequency, your fluency, and with a little focus, your pronunciation is also going to improve. That is a fact that people, when they, because what I have just pointed out at last is that without giving focus, without giving attention, your pronunciation is not going to improve. To improve your pronunciation, you must be very careful about what you are speaking, and you need to hear it. The more you hear, the more it improves.
Correct, sir. Correct. So there are people who keep on correcting others' English, not talking about English teachers, but people at large. They have this insane habit. Why do they do this, and how can they stop this?
Right. This is a very important thing. And it again goes back to that mentality of feeling superior. You see, our society has given like undue advantage to those people who can speak English. Now, as you people just mentioned it in the very beginning, this is real language. This is not something which makes you or makes you stand apart from people. This is just a language, as any other language is. And this is a very simple general language. If somebody speaks Mandarin or is speaking Sanskrit fluently, we really need to respect them, because that goes with so much of like persistence you need to speak those languages. This is a very simple language. There is nothing much into it. But the colonial mindset has not left us. What people did is that in the very beginning, those people who had this particular trait, particular talent, which we can call, is that they were able to speak English, and they were given undue advantage. They were given so much of high seat that they can speak English, and that is why they started to have this particular bad habit, I'll say it. They started to just start correcting people. Now, we need to understand it with two perspectives. One is that if, like, the people who are well versed in English and they are sitting together, or we can say teachers, faculty members, professors of this language are sitting together, and if someone speaks incorrect, you have all the rights to correct that person. But if someone is speaking who is a layman, who has no exposure, who knows nothing about it, who has tried to gain knowledge from whichever source is available. And here I'll just point out towards one very important thing, that though people have started to, but do we know that still the students are being taught by such teachers who are by themselves are not having much of knowledge of this language. उनकी खुद की बहुत शिक्षा नहीं है इसमें, and they make mistakes just for, like, it is not about correcting them, but it is just about pointing it out that you go out and see so many people are teaching tuitions, and they have kept boards outside their home or their coaching center, and there you go and read the spelling of tuition is incorrect 9 out of 10 times.
Correct.
Yeah. So it is not about that you do not know. It is about you do not pay attention. You have the dictionary. While speaking, you can make a mistake, but while writing, you are something. Just check it with your dictionary. Dictionary is the best friend of someone. So
even
when
if not
people
dictionary, we
this
have
habit,
Google now.
We have everything. It is just going to speak it out for you.
Yes.
The pronunciation is going to be there. The origin is going to be there. Etymology is going to be there. Everything is available. But there is nothing which can work for you. आपके लिए काम तो आपको ही करना होगा, वो कोई दूसरा नहीं कर सकता. इंग्लिश की बहुत अच्छी सेइंग है कि the mind is the man. Change the mind and you have changed the man. We need to understand that if we need to bring the change, what people here are trying to do is they are trying to change the man, not the mind. Change the mind, the man will be changed. We need to change the mindset, and this habit is not at all right, because for speaking, public speaking or personal speaking, you need to have confidence. And if someone is poking you, is just trying to take you down on every word, every sentence, every usage of anything, that person is taking down your confidence. If it is needed, though I don't think it is needed at all, let people speak. That is the best way to improve. Let people speak, and if on any day it is needed, what we need to do is we need to tell them in private. We need to tell separately. It is not something like, if someone is not able to do something well, तो उसका ढिंढोरा पीटना होगा क्या? Are we supposed to कि उसका ढिंढोरा पीटा जाए? ऐसा हुआ, पॉजिटिविटी फैलानी है, क्योंकि I have read and we keep on seeing that people lose their lives because of they do not know English or they have not scored well in it. This is not a life skill. This is just a skill. This is just a language. You need to change this mentality that if you do not know what you said earlier, I really agree with that, that if you do not know English, and a person who is in this field, I am earning my bread and butter from this language only, I am saying it, and with whole responsibility, I say that if you do not know English, there is no shame in it. If you do not know your local language, your own mother tongue, then it is a shame. Must know this one. So this habit of correction and of just poking people must be stopped. It has stopped many people who could have done wonders, but because they were nipped in the bud, they were not given the proper ambience and proper exposure, that's why they could not do so.
So, as per the new National Education Policy 2020, the medium of instruction until at least grade 5, preferably grade 8 and beyond, will be home language, mother tongue, local language, regional language. I really want to know how this will bring a change.
This is going to bring a paradigm shift. Paradigm shift, because what the problem has been is that from the very beginning, we have started to make students, kids, small kids with very fragile minds, to just start thinking in English, speaking in English, writing in English, everything we have. But we need to understand that by the age of 6, a kid's mind is in the developing stage. And at that time, he or she is very good at accumulating things. They keep on asking. Like one very important fact is that a kid up to the age of 6, 7 asks 437 questions a day.
Oh God.
You just sit with a kid and you'll just feel yourself completely drained out, because we do not know answers of even half.
Obviously, sir.
It is their curiosity is there, they can learn. And one universal research which has taken place, that was conducted by Harvard University in collaboration with some smaller groups, and they conducted that those kids, those students who speak their mother tongue at the beginning of their life, when they are learning to speak, they get an edge in learning. Their mind develops in better ways than other people, and they learn things faster. Those people who have learned their local basic language in the beginning, they were prone to learn more languages than the general people who studied and learned languages which were not their own. Same way, in the world, the education and educational style of Netherlands is one of the most prominent one, and there they give education in the mother tongue at the beginning. Same is with the technological advancement of Germany is just wonderful, and everywhere you'll go and find that they are speaking in their local languages. Those languages give you the best thing to learn, and this education policy, we will be able to see the impacts of this one after a few years' time. But I'm very sure that by changing this, and it is going to bring a great change in the dropout ratio as well. Kids were running away there from their schools because उनको अंग्रेजी डराती है. आपको सब कुछ अंग्रेजी में करना है. उनके माता पिता, अभी कितना है हमारा लिटरेसी रेट, और उस लिटरेसी रेट में भी हम जानते हैं ना कि what are the measures which are taken for being considered as literate. You can just write it out, you are illiterate. So how those parents are going to handle the work which is given, how the parents are going to handle those diaries where a teacher has written something in cursive, they cannot even understand. It is like Greek to them. Everything is Greek to them. They cannot even understand it. It is like what happens with us is that no matter, मेरे साथ बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है, लोगों को लगता है ये बहुत अंग्रेजी पढ़ा लिखा है, डॉक्टरेट कर रखी है, और वो डॉक्टर का प्रेस्क्रिप्शन मेरे आगे कर देते हैं. और and you know, I am completely bowled out. मुझे तो उसमें कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आता है, क्योंकि it is Greek to them. और वही मेडिकल स्टोर पर काम करने वाला व्यक्ति ऐसे पढ़ता है कि हमको लगता है कि अंग्रेजी फालतू ही पढ़ी है इतने साल।
Exactly.
So see, now this has nothing to do with the knowledge of language. It is about knowing the handwriting. If you are good at knowing the handwriting, same is happening with the parents and students, that they were not able to cope up with this thing, and it is really a sad affair that in so many years this like the attention was not given. People must understand that this is a mere language and people should go with it. Students can learn it after the age of 6 and still can do very well. So it is a good initiative, in my opinion. It is going to just bring a paradigm shift in the educational scenario, especially at the primary level.
Sir, I also have another question, something relating to this. Often, as English teachers, it's a rule that English teachers are supposed to converse in English only. However, at times our audience, our students, they are not very comfortable. And as a teaching aid, we have to instruct in a local language, say suppose Hindi or Marwadi or Bengali. Uh, then often at times it is a concern that an English teacher is taking instruction, like giving instructions in a local language. So how do we explain to people, because they start judging, but they don't understand that how important it is for us to communicate, because our students need to understand that, and English is going over the head.
Exactly, very important point, Ayushi. You see, those people, I'll just start this thing from the backside only. Those people who are judging or who are commenting or who are saying, they miss one basic skill. They miss that one basic thing, which is called the understanding of education. They do not have basic understanding towards education. We need to understand what education is. Education, in our scriptures, it has been said, सा विद्या या विमुक्तये. विद्या क्या है, एजुकेशन क्या है, नॉलेज क्या है, जो आपको मुक्त करता है, फ्री करता है, फ्रीडम देता है. अभी फ्रीडम काहे से देता है? फ्रीडम देता है अज्ञान से, अंधकार से, अहंकार से, जजमेंटल क्वालिटीज से. आपको दूसरे लोगों को बेहतर तरीके से समझने की अंडरस्टैंडिंग देती है, वो है एजुकेशन. Swami Vivekananda, as you said, I really have a deep impact. What he said is that education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. आप में, मुझ में एक पूर्णता विद्यमान है. हमारे भीतर एक पूर्णता है विद्यमान. उस पूर्णता को प्रकट कैसे करेंगे? हम प्रकट कैसे करते हैं, उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन कैसे करेंगे? वो एजुकेशन के थ्रू होता है. हमारे यहाँ का पूरी दुनिया को राह दिखाने वाला मंत्र है, वो कहता है पूर्णात पूर्णमिदं पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. हम क्या है? हम सब चीज में पूर्ण हैं. वी आर कंप्लीट, वी आर परफेक्ट इन एवरी वे. जस्ट द एक्सप्रेशन इज नीडेड. सिर्फ एक्सप्रेशन बाकी है. एजुकेशन वही काम करती है, एक्सप्रेस करती है, आपको मौका देती है कि आप अपने भीतर की पूर्णता को बाहर निकाल के लाएं. एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल और दूंगा, ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण विषय है. इसलिए हम सब लोगों ने नाम सुना है, हिंदुस्तान में लिटरेचर के लिए एकमात्र नोबेल मिला है, और वो मिला है गुरुदेव रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर को. एंड यू नो, उनके द्वारा स्थापित संस्थान शांति निकेतन दुनिया के सबसे बेहतरीन संस्थानों में से एक है. और आपको जान के आश्चर्य होगा कि he never took formal education. स्कूल नहीं गए थे। वो स्कूल गए एक दिन और जाके उन्होंने बहुत ज्यादा सवाल किए, तो मास्टर ने कहा तुम सवाल बहुत करते हो, मेरी क्लास में शांति से बैठ जाओ, ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है। एंड व्हाट ही डिड वाज कि सर्दी के दिन थे, उन्होंने अगले दिन सुबह 4 बजे उठ के ठंडे घड़े से खुद को भिगो लिया, अपने ऊपर पानी डाल दिया, उनको बहुत तेज बुखार आ गया। उनके पिताजी को पता चला तो उन्होंने कहा कि मुझको स्कूल जाने से डर लगता है, क्योंकि वहां ऐसा कहते हैं। उसके बाद कभी स्कूल नहीं गए। बट यू नो, गीतांजलि लिखी, उस पर उनको नोबेल मिला। ही वॉज अ पेंटर, ही वॉज अ पोइट्री राइटर, ही वॉज अ नॉवल राइटर, ही वॉज अ शॉर्ट स्टोरी राइटर, ही वॉज अ स्कल्प्टर, मूर्तियां भी बनाते थे। He was an educationist, he was a philosopher, he was a reformer. What he was not, he was a humanitarian. कैसे आया? एजुकेशन का क्रक्स, सार क्या है? What is education? He understood, and then the perfection was lying in him. He expressed that one. When he expressed that perfection, the world got mesmerized. लोग आश्चर्यचकित रह गए कि एक व्यक्ति में इतना कुछ कैसे हुआ? क्योंकि उन्होंने बांग्ला में, गीतांजलि भी ट्रांसलेशन पर मिला, उन्होंने बांग्ला में ही लिखी थी अपनी। हमारा वो एकमात्र व्यक्ति हैं जिनके नाम 2 देशों का राष्ट्रगान, हमारा बांग्लादेश का, राइट। और एक और फैक्ट कि तीसरे देश श्रीलंका का राष्ट्रगान भी उनके द्वारा ही प्रेरित है।
ओके, ये नहीं पता था हमें।
This is what it is. We need to understand this thing, that education means expression. When you express yourself, your point is to make the other one understand. दूसरे को समझाने के लिए पढ़ाते हैं कि अपनी विद्वता दिखाने के लिए पढ़ाते हैं? विद्वता दिखाने के लिए पढ़ाते हैं तो वो हाई हो जाता है, गोल नहीं होता है। फुटबॉल के मैदान में खिलाड़ी इधर से उधर गेंद लेकर भागते हैं गोल करने के लिए, हाई करने के लिए नहीं भागते। हम क्लास में 50 बच्चों को लेके बैठे हैं, हम हाई करने के लिए बैठे हैं कि गोल करने के लिए बैठे हैं? अगर आप गोल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो आपने जितना भी एफर्ट किया, जितना भी अच्छा किया, बट दैट बोर जीरो रिजल्ट, राइट? नोबडी वांट्स इट। हम लोगों को तो हमको समझना होगा कि जिस भी लैंग्वेज में इंस्ट्रक्शन देना पड़े दीजिए ना, आपको उनके साथ ब्रिज बनाना है, दीवार नहीं। हम स्टूडेंट्स के, टीचर्स के बीच में, मेंटर्स के बीच में, वो अभी नया कंसेप्ट है ना, आज के जमाने में बात की जाती है, अ टीचर इज अ फ्रेंड, फिलोसोफर, गाइड। ये आज मेंटर नाम दिया जाता है, टीचर नाम ही चला गया, मेंटर दिया जाता है। हु इज अ फ्रेंड, हु इज अ फिलोसोफर, हु इज अ गाइड। वी नीड टू गो टुवर्ड्स थिंग्स, वी नीड टू जस्ट चेंज दिस अप्रोच। दो गॉन आर द डेज जब टीचर हाथ में डंडी लेके आता था, हाँ बोलो कौन कौन कैसा। अभी नहीं है वैसा, अभी चल भी नहीं सकता। हमको उनको दोस्त बनाना है, उनका उस काम के प्रति हमको एक्साइटमेंट पैदा करना है। What a teacher can do, that a teacher can just remove the curtain between the knowledge and the receiver. सिर्फ इतना ही कर सकता है, और कर्टेन रिमूव करने के लिए कोई भी भाषा इस्तेमाल की जाए, there is nothing wrong in it. There is always, we must give them. मुझको तो कई बार कहते हैं, मैंने आपसे जो वो इंसिडेंट शेयर किया उसके बाद मुझको कई बार मेरे साथ के लोग कहते हैं कि ये मारवाड़ी में अंग्रेजी पढ़ाने वाला व्यक्ति है। What I do, there is no issues. If students do ask me, I do tell them. इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आपको जैसे समझ में आए, मेरा काम आपको यहाँ समझाना है।
Yes, the objective is to educate them.
Yeah, exactly. We need to.
Irrespective of which language you're doing it in.
Hardly makes any difference. You see, the theory of relativity is going to remain the same in French, German, English, or Marwadi. It is going to remain the same. The basics are always the same. So we need to understand about the basics. If basics are right, everything else is going to be right.
There are so many talented people across the country, but the only so-called defect in them is English. How can such people's motivation be high? Because they need to give interviews in English, they need to do work in English, they need to meet people in English. So how can such people's motivation be high?
Again, there are two aspects of it. One is that the society at large has to change its perspective that English, again, as we have time and again in this talk only, we have talked about this particular thing, that this is only a language, it is not the sign of intelligence. People have made it the sign of intelligence. So first thing, they need to understand that whatever skill they are having, if they are good at it, the world is going to follow. No matter how you communicate, how good or bad communicator you are, if you are good at your skill, if your forte is unconquerable, nothing can stop you. You see, we need to understand that this language can be learned at any stage and you can perform very well with it. But because people have started to take these interviews and all, you see, I'll just again point out one very important thing, and one study was conducted that 100% of people are taken into jobs for their degrees, the degrees they hold, the kind of English they speak. People are taken into jobs. This is what we have seen everywhere. But 200% of people who are fired because of their skills.
Right.
They do not have interpersonal skills. They do not have intrapersonal skills. They do not have communication skills. They know English, but English is not communication skills. They do not know how to communicate with people. They do not know how to handle stress situations. They do not know how to deal with people. They are going to deal with people as they deal with a laptop. शट कर दिया, ओपन कर दिया, चला लिया, प्रोग्राम रन कर लिया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. आप में जब तक पीपल स्किल नहीं है, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू सर्वाइव. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग कि अंग्रेजी के बिना भी तो सारी दुनिया फ्लरिश कर रही है ना. रशिया में रशियन बोलते हैं, रशियन चाइनीज, दे आर वेरी वेरी पर्टिकुलर अबाउट देयर लैंग्वेज. Germans are very, French, you see, Spanish.
Sir, if someone needs to go to Germany or France, they need to know Germany and French. Like वहाँ पे English नहीं चलेगा. तो
नहीं चलता है वहाँ. My friends are working there and they say
understanding.
There, you have to learn those things there. They are doing it very well, ना?
Very well. Very well.
अगेन हम लोग कनोलियन माइंडसेट से हैं कि अंग्रेजी आती है तो ही होशियार हो, अंग्रेजी आती है तो ही अच्छे हो. इट इज अ ब्रिज लैंग्वेज. हमारा देश बहुत डाइवर्सिफाइड है, राइट. अमेरिका में अंग्रेजी चलती है, वहां कुछ इश्यू नहीं है. आप लैटिन अमेरिका में जाएं कि कहीं पर भी जाइए, आप स्पेन में जाते हैं, सब जगह स्पेनिश चलती है, फ्रेंच चलती है. पर हमारे यहाँ कहीं तमिल है, तेलुगु है, कन्नड़ा है. इसलिए हमको एक ब्रिज लैंग्वेज चाहिए. हिंदी अपना वैसा इम्पैक्ट बना नहीं पाई, जो भी whatsoever the reasons were. हिंदी नहीं तो अंग्रेजी चल रही थी. तो ये एक ब्रिज लैंग्वेज से ज्यादा कुछ भी नहीं कि अगर आपको किसी तमिल, तेलुगु, कन्नड़ा से बात करनी है तो आप अंग्रेजी का इस्तेमाल कर लें, क्योंकि उनको हिंदी नहीं आती, आपको वो लैंग्वेज नहीं आती है. इससे ज्यादा कुछ भी नहीं है. जो भी टैलेंटेड है वो स्थान बनाएंगे बिना अंग्रेजी के भी. जितना भी मार्वल क्रिएट किया गया है बिना अंग्रेजी के क्रिएट किया गया है. हमने अपनी पहचान बनाई. अंग्रेजी के कारण AR रहमान को ऑस्कर नहीं मिला. अंग्रेजी के कारण मिलेनियम स्टार नहीं कहा जाता है अमिताभ बच्चन को। अच्छी अंग्रेजी बोलने के कारण सचिन तेंदुलकर गॉड ऑफ क्रिकेट नहीं है। अच्छी अंग्रेजी बोलना नहीं आने के बावजूद डॉक्टर एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम दुनिया के सबसे बेहतरीन साइंटिस्ट्स में हैं। अंग्रेजी गाने शायद ना के बराबर गाए होंगे, लेकिन लता मंगेशकर जैसा जादू किसी का नहीं है। और ऐसे हजारों लाखों करोड़ों उदाहरण हैं। एक ऐसे व्यक्ति की कंपनी आज दुनिया में टॉप पर पहुंचने वाली है जो पेट्रोल पंप पर काम करता था और कभी जिंदगी में एक शब्द भी अंग्रेजी का नहीं बोल पाए धीरू भाई अंबानी, तो वहां तक पहुंच गई। अंग्रेजी अच्छी भाषा है, बोलना चाहिए, हमको जानना चाहिए, देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन इट, बट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि दिस इज नॉट द ओनली थिंग इन द वर्ल्ड। दुनिया में आखिरी चीज नहीं है। यू नो इट इज गुड, इफ यू डोंट नो देयर इज नथिंग टू बी शाय ऑफ, देयर इज नथिंग टू बी फील डाउन, इट इज कंप्लीटली ओके। एंड अपने आप को, मैं हमेशा कहता हूं, अपने आप को उस पोजीशन में ले जाइए, अपने एफर्ट्स के द्वारा, अपने डेडिकेशन के द्वारा, अपने डिवोशन के द्वारा, अपनी परसिवियरेंस के द्वारा, अपनी हार्ड वर्क के द्वारा, कि लोग आपके कहे को समझने की कोशिश करें। वो अपने आप आपकी लैंग्वेज सीख जाएंगे, आपको उनकी लैंग्वेज की जरूरत नहीं है। दिस इज व्हाट वी नीड टू डू। हमारे टैलेंटेड लोगों को हमें यही कहना है कि आप अपना प्रयास कीजिए, अपने आप को बेहतर बनाने का प्रयास कीजिए। आपका काम बोलेगा, आपको बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी। अंग्रेजी की सेइंग है, हमारे यहाँ बाकी जगह भी कहा जाता है, एक्शन स्पीक्स लाउडर देन द वर्ड्स। रेस्ट ऑल थिंग्स विल गेट क्लियर्ड। आसानी से हो जाएगा, इट विल हार्डली मैटर फॉर देम।
So, what advice do you wish to give to our younger generation and also to their parents who are so obsessed with this particular language?
Very simple, very straight. Learn as much as you can, as much as you love, as much time you can devote, learn. English is a good language. It is a prevalent language. It is a language which is spoken in the whole world. So it really connects you well with them all. But we need to understand that obsession is not going to do any good to you. There are lakhs and crores of people who are very good at speaking English, but they are not good at their skill set. There are two things in life. I always mention this thing, and I again would like to just reiterate it, just would like to emphasize it again. There are two things in life. One is called skill, and the other one is called will. You should learn languages, Hindi, English, Urdu, Punjabi, French, Spanish, German, whatever you wish to. Learn, be a polyglot, learn a lot of languages. It will just expand your mind like anything. It is very good for us. We must learn. It keeps your brain young, no matter how old you become on Aadhaar card. But it is just going to keep you very young. So learn languages. There is no problem. But your skill set must be upgraded. But there is one more thing which is there. You see, there, life is not fair. Life is fair and lovely. It just keeps you in such situations which you don't want to be in. It is there, and from those situations you can come out only by your strong, unconquerable will. डायमंड जो होता है, उसका जो लैटिन नाम है वो होता है डीडमास। इसका मतलब होता है अनकॉन्करेबल, अजेय, जिसको जीता न जा सके। What a diamond is, a coal which said no to give up, which said no to get broken up. एक कोयला ही था जिसने टूटने से मना कर दिया, वो हीरा बन जाता है। हमको भी जिंदगी में बहुत अच्छे अवसर मिलते हैं। अभी ये जो कोविड टाइम है, इसमें लोग बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे थे, they were very skilled, but many people have surrendered because they did not have this will. पेरेंट्स को बच्चों की विल मजबूत करने की जरूरत है। स्किल तो वो सीख ही जाएंगे, वो कर ही लेंगे बेहतर, वो रुकेंगे नहीं। They are the new generation who are having great impact, they are having great capacities, उनके अंदर बहुत क्षमताएं, आप उन पर विश्वास कीजिए। सिर्फ आपका भरोसा, अंग्रेजी का शब्द है ट्रस्ट, उसमें से टी हटा दीजिए, पीछे क्या बचता है? ट्रस्ट। ये ट्रस्ट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। नोबडी इज गोइंग टू आस्क, आपसे मिलेंगे ना आपके दोस्त, हमसे मिलेंगे, कोई नहीं पूछेगा आपके बैंक अकाउंट में कितने रुपए हैं। लोग आपका बैंक अकाउंट नहीं, आपका ट्रस्ट अकाउंट देखते हैं, ये पर्सन ट्रस्ट करने लायक है या नहीं। हमको अपने बच्चों में ट्रस्ट, लव, कंपैशन, मर्सी, सिंपैथी, एम्पैथी, यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड, ऐसी भावनाओं को विकसित करने की जरूरत है। लैंग्वेज के लिए ज्यादा ऑब्सेस्ड मत होइए, उनके स्किल सेट को बढ़ाइए, उनको नए नए स्किल सीखने के लिए उनको खुला आसमान दीजिए, जहां वो अपने पंख फैलाकर एक परवाज ले सकें, उड़ सकें। जब वो करेंगे, certainly they are going to do something which is going to make you feel proud. वो आपको अच्छा महसूस कराएंगे, वो आपको बहुत बेहतर महसूस कराएंगे। This is what we need to do this. Don't be obsessed with this language. This is a good language. Learn it. Learn other languages also. But give the kid proper diet, proper nutrition of faith. Faith holds the most important thing. People do ask me a question. They regularly ask me, which is the most important thing for you, trust or love? And I always say trust. You say trust is very important. You cannot love a person whom you don't trust, but you can always love a person whom you trust. So trust is a very important thing. We need to teach our kids trust. We need to teach them integrity. हम उनको इंटेग्रिटी सिखाना है, उनको मालूम होना चाहिए, एंड दे आर जस्ट गोइंग टू डू वंडरफुली वेल इन देयर लाइव्स. दे विल जस्ट गो अहेड, दे विल जस्ट रीच टू न्यूअर हाइट्स. As a human being, we are improving every day.
It was an amazing session with Dr. Sri Mali, and we are thankful that he could take out precious time and join us for this session. So thank you, sir. I'm sure our viewers have a lot of takeaways from this session. And viewers, it's about skills and will, not the language only.
Well, India boasts of having the oldest and the most diverse culture in the history of all countries. We have so many languages, so open to diversity. We must make sure that we do not let go of our natural self. Otherwise, going at this rate, Indian culture would be nothing but a piece of history. Well, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk Free, like our Facebook page, Talk Free, follow us on Instagram, TalkFree_, and on Twitter, TalkFree6.
And see you next Friday with a fresh new topic. Until then, this is AM and PM signing off.
And remember to talk free.